You see it? You fucking see it? I just fucking woke up, right? And everything in me is telling me to lay back down and go right back to sleep. But you wanna know why I won't, right? Because I've switched my perception of pain, right? Me feeling the pain of not wanting to get out of this comfortable ass bed is gonna traject me to be the man that I wanna be. Why? Because I know every other man wants to sleep the fuck in. And I know, statistically, if I wake up 30 minutes earlier than the average individual for the rest of the fucking year, by the end of the fucking year, I have 30 more days in them. How the fuck can they catch up to me if I got 30 more days in them? Newsflash, brother. Come, look at me when I'm fucking talking to you. I didn't even wipe my fucking eyes. They won't. They won't, right? But a lot of y'all dweebs, y'all feel pain and you fold like a little bitch, like a little dweeb. And that's why your life is mediocre. That's why you're average. That's why you look down and you can't see your dick. That's why you're not 8 to 10% body fat. That's why your cash flow is low. You have low character. You can't fight. You have no charisma. You don't know God because you run from the work. You run from the pain. You run from the uncomfortability. It's going to project you to be the man that you have to be. Right? But if you switch your perception and start to understand what pain really is, and to flip your paradigm on comfort, you can hack a new level and realize what pain really is and how beautiful it is, and use it as fuel to be the man that you have to be, to separate yourself from other men, to create that gap, that margin, that barrier. So what I'm about to do, fellas, is something I've never done before on YouTube. I'm gonna let you motherfuckers see how to use pain to your advantage. It's an exclusive game that I only gave to my brothers in 1% Academy. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more. Look at the fucking time. Y'all motherfuckers think I'm a joke. Look at it! Without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get right into it.
Yeah!
So, fellas,
Fucking time, man. Hey, everybody, welcome my brother Muhammad, man. This is his first group call, man. He got his onboarding call tomorrow, man. Everybody, welcome my boy Muhammad to the fucking academy.
what's up, bro?
It's a privilege and honor, man, to be accepted into the academy, man. I'm driving right now. My apologies.
You good, doggy. You good, man. We about to see pain today and for 12 weeks.
Oh, Joey doing the same thing I'm doing, huh?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, Doug.
Yeah, we here.
It's time. It's time, man. I'm gonna wait like 2 more minutes for some people to join, and then we're gonna dive right in. I'm not gonna waste no time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna mute myself, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can mute yourself, doggy. All right, man. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute, man. Then we about to see pain and hate happiness, literally. Kyrie!
Perfect.
Yeah, doggy. It's time. It's fucking time, man. It's fucking time. All right, man. I'm not gonna waste any more time. If they join, I'll let them in. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So let me share my screen, doggy. Let me add my boy Kevin. All right, let me know if y'all can see my screen. We good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, today's topic, fellas, is pain, right? We've been conditioned and programmed our life to think that pain is a bad fucking thing, right? If it's painful, oh, don't do it, run away from it. No, you should be running towards it, right? So that's part of what we're going to talk about today, fellas. My standard for the end of this vid is for you literally to hate happiness and seek pain for the rest of your fucking life until you're the man that you want to be, right? So the overview of today, fellas, we're going to talk about pain one-on-one, right? We're going to go a little bit more in depth with the AMC, right? We're going to talk about your perception of pain. We're going to talk about the types of pain when you're on this journey to be a 1% self. We're going to talk about the comfort paradigm, right? And we're going to talk about choosing your pain wisely, right? So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into it, right? Fellas, what is pain, right? So you guys always know I like to give the Webster and then my definition. Webster definition, fellas. Hold on, let me add some guys in. I wrote the Ian. The Webster definition, fellas, is unpleasant bodily sensation causing physical discomfort and emotional distress, right? Or mental and emotional distress or suffering, right? My definition, fellas, is pain is an opportunity of growth. I always tell you guys, whether it's a one-on-one call or you call me or you text me, switch your perception of pain. Don't think, why is this happening to me? Think, what is this trying to teach me, right? Pain is an opportunity for growth. Right, I promise you. Right now, let's go even deeper. Right, you guys heard me talk about this in YouTube videos, but I just want to dissect it still because it's extremely important. Right, the AMC. Right, what is the AMC? The AMC, fellas, is basically your pain tolerance meter. Right, so think of the AMC as like a meter in your brain that it gets bigger the more pain you seek, and it gets smaller the more you're a fucking 99% to even seeking comfort. Right, so anytime something hurts, anytime something's uncomfortable, anytime something is mentally tough, anytime you want to quit, even time you want to resist the urge, that is literally your AMC getting bigger, right? It does not process only physical pain, though, fellas, right? It also processes mental struggle. Fellas, this is a real study. They did a study and they tested overweight individuals and athletes. Athletes had a much larger AMC and fat fucks had a way smaller AMC. Why the fuck do you think that was? Because athletes are putting themselves through more physical pain on a day-to-day basis. Fellas, that's why I always say that fitness must be the foundation for every single man, because when you hit in the gym every day for 6 months, right, you have to be patient. You have to be disciplined. You have to delay your gratification. You have to stick with your routine. Some days when you don't feel like going and you want to be a fucking dweeb, you got to use your willpower, right? But the beautiful thing about it, fellas, is once you get those results, once you hit your 0 to 32 degrees, once that ice cube melt, you then can replicate that in any realm. Fellas, that's literally what I did with YouTube, right? When I was in the trenches with YouTube, hold on, let me add everybody in. When I was in the trenches with YouTube, fellas, I wasn't looking at views, comments, click-through rates. I literally was just like, hey, when I did my gym transformation, I looked in the mirror and I wasn't happy with my results, but I kept showing up. If I do the same thing with this YouTube shit, it's inevitable, right? Same thing with these group calls, right? This is my 4th one. I'm going to look back at 104 and be like, damn, this was a dweeb group call. I promise you, I'm not even thinking about, oh, is this it? No, I already know. When I trust the process and I rely on this, when I was in the gym, it's inevitable, right? That's why the gym must be the foundation, right? But let's talk about how pain tolerance is built, right? So I spoke about this in a couple group calls back, fellas. I believe I was talking about stress tolerance, but it's the same with pain tolerance, right? Pain tolerance is not something like you have or don't have. It's a muscle. So all of you have pain tolerance, right? All of you do, right? But just like a muscle, you have to use it to build it. The less you use it, fellas, the less it grows. The more you use it, fellas, the more it grows, right? The more you seek pain and hate happiness, fellas, the bigger your AMC gets and the more it becomes a part of your identity, right? You guys always hear me say, it's not hard, it's just new. And once the hard things become easy, jackpot. When you look at these 1%ers, like you look at, like, I used to like watch an Alex Hormozi YouTube video and he'd talk about doing 12 hours of deep work. And I used to be at this time, I was doing like 2 hours a day. And I'd be like, there's no way this motherfucker is doing 6 hours of deep work, right? Or 12 hours of deep work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's no fucking way, right? But this is when I was a dweeb, when I didn't even have a gym transformation, right? But once I got the gym transformation, I got it. Because now, like, my workout, like, I wish Giselle was on here. When Giselle came out here, I took him through, like, my workout, and he was dead as fuck. To me, my workout is like reality. It's like, oh, this is just a regular workout, right? Working 12 hours of deep work, fellas, is Alex Hormozi's normality. That's his identity, right? But he had to go through a 0 to 30 degrees of pain, of 0 to 32 degrees of pain for it to do so, right? But the only way to do that, fellas, is continually seek it. Just like you will build your bicep, just like you will build your quad, just like you will build your back. Continue to work it and it'll grow. I promise, right? Hold on, let me add some people in. My brother OJ. Oh, OJ, this is OJ first call. I'm like, fucking word, doggy. It's Jared first call too. What's the fucking word? All right, pain perception, right? So like I said in the beginning of the fucking call, right? Most men have been conditioned to think that pain is a bad thing, right? Most men feel pain and run the fuck away from it, fellas. And that's why most men are mediocre. I know that you hear me say this in every fucking YouTube video, but I want to get it through your fucking head, fellas. There's 165 million men in the United States of America, right? All of you are trying to be 1% men. Otherwise, you wanted to join 1% Academy. All you motherfuckers want to be exceptional. That is 1.65 million men, right? Statistically, the 1% when it comes to physical fitness is 8 to 10% body fat. Statistically, the 1% of income of 3 months ago was 30K. It went up to 38K, right? Statistically, to be the 1% income. What I'm trying to tell you, fellas, whether you're 8 to 10% body fat or you're making 30K, at least $38,000 a month, right? You went through more pain than the 99% to get there. Otherwise, fellas, everybody will be making 38K a month, and everybody will be 8 to 10% body fat. Clearly, to get what most don't have, you must do what most won't do, by definition. Otherwise, we all will be rich and jacked. We're not. We're doing something or not seeking enough pain that those individuals are seeking, right? So what does this mean, fellas? This should mean, by definition, if you want to be the 1%, you should love pain, right? If the 1% went through more pain, right, and they became the 1%, the simplest step to become the 1% is to seek pain and discomfort daily, right? What else does this mean? This means you should hate comfortability. You should run the fuck far from anything that feels comfortable, right? Every day that you do what feels comfortable, fellas, you are giving a point to the 99% version of yourself. And we all do it, fellas, but a lot of men, they don't keep score. They guess. And then they're 60 years old and they realize, holy fuck, I'm a dweeb and I hate my life, fellas. But the reality is because they prioritize comfort in their younger years, which I'm gonna dive really, really deep into in a second, right? But before we get into that, fellas, let's talk about the comfort paradigm. You guys always hear me say, growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is more painful than to stand in the same fucking spot, fellas. On this journey to be your 1% self, fellas, there's 2 types of pains that we all deal with, everybody on this fucking call, right? It's the pain of addition and the pain of subtraction, right? Let's break down both. Let's talk about the pain of addition first, right? This is pain that you're adopting on an everyday basis to be the man that you want to be. Stuff that you know will move the needle forward to be the man that you want to be, but you really don't feel like doing it persistently, right? Waking up 2 hours earlier than the average individual. I'm not sure if you guys heard me say this, but fellas, if you wake up 2 hours earlier than the average individual at the end of the fucking year, you have 30 more days than the average individual. How can a motherfucker keep up with you, especially if you're maximizing that time to be the man you have to be? They will always be 30 days behind you. If I got 2 motherfuckers, Avatar A and Avatar B, and I give Avatar B a 30-second head start, and we both got the same speed of endurance, I will never catch that motherfucker. That is what waking up early does, but it's uncomfortable, right? Staying on track with your macronutrients on the weekends, very uncomfortable. Submitting your opal blocks, very uncomfortable. Pushing to real failure in the gym, not when you feel like stopping till you can't get that motherfucking up. That shit's uncomfortable, right? Getting more failure reps than your last week, extremely uncomfortable. I know it, fellas, especially in the beginning, you don't be feeling like timing them breaks, bro. You don't. You just want to scroll, chill, talk to your homie. It's very uncomfortable. All of you made an uncomfortable decision to invest in this mentorship. Even recently, fellas, when I upgraded to John's Elite, I was like, holy fuck. Like that shit was uncomfortable as fuck. Like my stomach was hurting. It's very uncomfortable. Logging a powerless. It's tedious. It sucks. It's annoying. It's very uncomfortable. Following the Google Calendar to a T. That means reading the daily reads, taking a break when needed. It's very uncomfortable. Your mind will tell you, man, fuck what Carl talking about. I don't got to do that shit right now. I'll do that shit later. Next thing you know, you're a 99% dweeb after 12 or 24 weeks, right? Picking up that, for my content creation guys, picking up that camera in public. I wish Damien was on here. I've been telling Damien for 4 fucking weeks. He takes a subway to work. I'm like, brother, if you don't set up that fucking tripod on the fucking subway and record a reel, bro, I'm going to be pissed. He won't do it. But I'm telling you, that reel might go viral if you do it. Right? Preparing for interviews to the highest standard. My brother Corey, pushing yourself in them interview sessions, right? Making cold calls. My brother, who is he in here? No, he's not in here, right? Staying disciplined with the markets, with trading. All my trading guys in here, right? This is uncomfortable, right? These are additions that you should do that will traject you to be the man you want to be, but they're extremely painful. But you want to know what's even more painful, fellas? And these are the ones that I know some of y'all motherfuckers are struggling with. The pain of subtraction. The pain of not doing, right? Not binge watching that show, right? Not do scrolling at night. Maybe you got your power list done and you don't want to seek no more pain, so you're going to scroll. Not scrolling is painful. Not answering that call to that chick that want to give you the 2-hand twist deluxe. My brother Gibb, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Saying no, not right now. Going through your season no before you can say your season, go through your season of yes. Not buying that Casamigos, fellas. I love Casamigos. I would never buy it. Why? Because I'll be fucking drunk on these group calls. I promise you, right? Deleting your weed man's number. Q craving response reward, brother. Delete anything that's giving a point to the man you don't want to be. You having that number is increasing the probability that you're going to hit him up for that weed, right? I'm favoring your save porn on X, fellas. I know I'm not the only one. Y'all got every single porn video in your favorites and your likes on X. And when you want to go beat your dick, you go back to Twitter and you go watch them. I wasn't the only one that did that shit. Unfavorite that shit. Don't do it. It's very uncomfortable. But brother, beating your dick is not giving a point to the man you want to be. Breaking up with that chick that's not giving a point to your hero. This should say hero, right? Very uncomfortable. A lot of y'all on here I'm looking at now broke up with a chick. Maybe she even was given a point to the hero, but you felt like, nah, I'm still not performing at the capability I can perform at to be the man I want to be. That is a tough subtraction, right? Not caring about what people think. That is a tough subtraction. Brother, they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to retire your mom. They're not going to speak at your funeral. Stop trying to break generational curses, trying to please a generation that is cursed. It don't matter. Fellas, when you die, 50% of the people at the funeral won't cry. And 90% of the people will make the decision to go to your burial based on the weather. That means that there's 10 people at your funeral, 9 of those motherfuckers will be like, do I want to see this nigga get put in the ground if it's raining or snowing? They will base their decision off that. Once you take that in realization, stop giving a fuck what they think. But in the beginning, it's painful, right? Not spending money impulsively, very, very painful. Not going to buy that Bath and Body Works candle you always hear me speak about, right? Quitting that job and go all in on your purpose, extremely uncomfortable. Fellas, I'm not sure if I ever told everybody this story. I know I told some of y'all on one-on-ones. When I first invested in John Mark and I spent my last, right? I was literally door dashing. This was March of 2025. While I was still posting YouTube videos, this was going on. And I was like, bro, if I invest this shit and it fall through, like I'm gonna get evicted and have to drive to Cleveland. Like I'm about to just start applying for jobs. I canceled the call with John. I was so scared. John DM'd me and was like, yo, we still good for the call? I'm like, fuck. Ended up taking the call and look, here we are. But I'm trying to tell you right now, getting on that call, bro, I was sweating. Spending my last, I was sweating. I was scared. That's what it takes, but it's painful, right? So whether it's physical or cognitive, fellas, all of these hurt, right? But the thing about it, fellas, never trust your perception of what's positive and negative, because the most positive moment can be detrimental and the most negative moment can be beneficial. That was a negative moment that I just gave you an example on that was very beneficial. A positive moment that is not beneficial, right? I hate to put my brother Give on the spot, but I am, right? Give did something over the weekend that was very beneficial and positive in the moment, but it wasn't even a point to the man he wanted to be, right? So never trust your perception of that. If anything, fellas, if something feels too good in the moment, be like, man, is this giving a point to the man I want to be? Does this align with my power list? Does this align with the man that I said I wanted to be January 1st? 9 times out of 10, fellas, if it feels good, it doesn't align. I promise you, right? All we know is what hurts in the moment, and that doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean shit, right? So, fellas, if you don't answer, I'm going to fucking start calling on y'all randomly, right? I want each of you guys, not each of you, but some of you guys, if you have anything, right? I want you to tell me either one addition that has been the most painful to do daily, or one subtraction that has been the most painful to give up daily, or one addition and one subtraction you have not taken action with yet that you know you should. Maybe it's not on the power list. Maybe I don't even know that you want to do it, but you just keep procrastinating. Any one of y'all.
Word. I got one. Word. Yo, the Google Calendar. I've been following that. Yo, it's like the Google Calendar and making sure you go to past failure. Holy shit, that shit, especially quads. Oh my God. Oh my God. Throw it away. Shit. But yeah, that's my.
What about the Google Calendar is painful for you, doggy?
It's fitting, like getting things done in that time. That's the most painful part. So I got to speed up, or I look back at the calendar and I got to speed up, or I gotta like move things around. I gotta change it, and it's annoying at first, but shit, right now is.
So do you feel like some days you'd be like, man, I'll push it back and do it later?
Nah, like especially this week, like it made it easier. It's just extra as fuck.
Okay.
But it's like it makes it a lot easier, like so you don't gotta think.
So you saying it works, but it's you fucking hate it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like yeah.
Okay, well, brother, I'll tell you this right now. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So you got to follow that plan. If you don't, you'll just freestyle your life and you'll be mediocre. You heard me say that 100 times. So that's a pain you continue to see. You gave me 2 additions, though. Do you have anything subtraction, anything that you know you should be taking out, but you're not on a day-to-day or week to week?
Okay. Hear me out, right? So what I did, I took off YouTube. So I thought that the more time I had, the better. So this week I took out YouTube completely, and it's like a game changer. YouTube and music. I'm just experimenting with it. So it's like I got more time. Like usually I would even like go on Spotify or SoundCloud and just listen to music, like just scroll, looking for shit. Because I don't got social media, so I would just scroll naturally. I didn't even know I had to add it, but I did. Bro, and it's like I'm saving time.
I'll be doing that too with my email, bro. Literally.
Yeah, and that I had to put a block on that shit. The email is killer.
Well, literally, brother, you got to think of it like this: like the pain of not being able to scroll, is that worth like the man that you want to be? So like, what's worse, like the pain of you not being the man you want to be in 10 years, or just in that moment, oh damn, I'm a scroll? Because in the moment you won't see the cons of you scrolling. It's a compounding habit, right? So you got to act this up at every moment. Like Jada ain't here. Jada, we just added to our power list, no threads. Jada ain't on Instagram, but she be scrolling on threads. I literally put no threads on the power list, right? He said, damn, Crown, I'll be bored. Now that you're bored, do the fucking work, right? But no, Doug, that's a good one, but you got to keep seeking pain with that, bro. You got to keep seeking pain with it. Who else? Who else come for me? We'll do 2 more. Jada crazy. Jada crazy. Okay, I guess I gotta call them motherfuckers. Let me see. Let me put Muhammad on the spot. Muhammad, you ain't had your onboarding call yet, but talk to me, doggy.
So far, doom scrolling. That's my, I'm gonna keep it 100. I need to work on that. Also being more consistent in the gym, and then also with my diet. That's the highlight so far, or what I need to improve on.
Well, doggy, you found the number one guy, because we about to seek pain and hate happiness for 12 weeks. I can assure you, right? A lot of the I know why you're struggling with those 2 things. The number one thing with the gym and nutrition is just the structure and the systems, right? With you being on the road a lot, you kind of freestyle, and that's why that's a difficult one for you, right? With the scrolling though, it's this is something I'll probably talk to you about either call 2 or call 3, is that, and you said this when you joined, like I saw it in the school post, you have to figure out what you love to do that doesn't feel like work that you can monetize for the rest of your life, and replace the scrolling with that. Because when you just try to cut out a habit, fellas, and you don't have nothing to replace it with, you just sitting there, right? You have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But if you have something to do, something that you're passionate about, and you understand like, damn, it's going to take X amount of work to get there, when you replace scrolling, you will work on that, right? So part of it is that, right? Like there was a quote from Charlie Morgan. He said, if you wake up and you feel like you did everything, like your standard, he said goals, but your standards aren't big enough, right? So anytime you wake up and maybe the power list is done and you got free time, but you know it's something you're not supposed to be doing, you need to think bigger. You know what I'm saying? Literally think bigger. Like I had some downtime today and I was like, what should I do, man? Should I just be a dweeb and scroll, or should I rehearse this group call? I'll rehearse the group call twice. You feel me? Yeah. So you all have the choice, but we got to win the margins within that choice. Joey, I'm calling on you. Joey B.
I'd say the addition that's been most painful daily has definitely been YouTube video. Especially like I can film them, but when it gets to the editing and it gets to late at night, it'd be tough to get them out sometime. I'm 6 out of 7 this week, but even like if I'll have a lot of editing to do and it's late at night, so I'll just record a quick one. I'll record a quick one just to get it up there and then edit the other one tomorrow. But that's been extremely painful. And what I piggyback off Cry is that like even though I'm 6 out of 7, it's good that I'm 6 out of 7. If I got 7 out of 7, I should be doing 1.5 a day. You feel me? So that's definitely been the addition that's most painful. Something I need to subtract. I would say less caffeine, just less borrowing energy probably would be the best thing. I'm much more stable if I'm off the caffeine. But yeah, that's for me.
Okay. For the videos, doggy, for you specifically, like I would miss a video tomorrow and still count it as a win, but still like record it, and then like your next day record and edit that previous one and post it. So like you're always ahead. Does that make sense?
No, say it again.
So basically I want you to get ahead. So I want you, the video, did you make a video today and post it yet?
I'm about to post a vlog, yeah.
Okay, I will post that tomorrow.
Okay, bad. But I haven't posted one today.
Yeah, you'll count it as a win, because I'm literally telling you on the group call, count it as a win. But literally do that, because that way you'll always like, even if it's the worst editing day, you still get a video up, because you always finish on the next day. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
My God! All right, fellas, now let's get into someone taking. Yeah, Ian and Jada, y'all might be the 2 funniest I ever had in 1% Academy.
Yo, Cry.
Talk to me.
Can I say mine?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So for the so I had an issue with tracking my like weighing my food. I wasn't doing that. So that'll go on my green, and then my red is, getting rid of my chicks.
Gee, let them go. They'll always be there. They'll always be there. You will lose money chasing these chicks, but you won't leave these chicks chasing your purpose. Listen, dog, they're not going nowhere, brother. They not. With you specifically, brother. I promise you.
Right.
I promise you, bro. But yeah, that's I would agree. That's the number one that you got to subtract, bro. And like, I'll plan to speak about this in depth on a group call, man. But it's literally a trap when you're not the man you want to be and you put in women over your purpose, because women always will choose the best option. A lot of times when you're not a man of your purpose, you're not the best option, right? So it may be working out well, right? But I can tell you right now, in some way, shape, or form, she's always looking up who got next if there's a better option. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it doesn't make any sense that I'm gonna put my purpose second and prioritize this woman, but she could potentially be interested in a man that is not putting women first and putting his purpose first. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. It's literally a trap, right? You feel me? She's giving you that two-hand twist right now, brother, but I can assure you, you keep being a dweeb. She won't. All right, fellas. Anybody else want to go before I dive into choosing your pain? Nobody? All right, fellas, you have to choose your pain. You can't avoid it, right? You will deal with it sooner or later, right? Do you want to cry in the Urus or cry in a Toyota Camry? Let me wipe my tears in the Urus, please, right? So with this experiment I'm about to break down to close out this group call, fellas, I literally want you all to have an honest conversation with yourself, right? And I want you to ask yourself, which avatar have you been in 2026? And does it align with the man that you want to be in your life, period, right? Most of you probably won't be avatar 1, but I can assure you some of you may be avatar 2, right? The avatar 1 in the present, right? What does he do on a day-to-day basis? This avatar sleeps in, right? This avatar goes to work. This avatar watches Netflix when he gets off, stays on the phone all night, may beat his dick, right? Drinks wine even though he's a fat fuck or a skinny dweeb, may order DoorDash, may scroll until he falls asleep. Then the weekend comes, he sleeps in again, watches sports or plays video games, go to the hookah lounge, goes out with his friends. You look at this life, I look at this like, damn, this is a fun life. It's hella comfortable, right? But the issue is, in the future, it's extremely uncomfortable. This man is unconfident. This man is living paycheck to paycheck. This man can't attract the chick that he really wants. He's settled. The chicks that he beats his dick to don't or look better than this girl, right? This nigga can't get his dick up because all he did was drink wine for years. He has a low attention span because all he did was scroll. He's living in his glory days. Oh, I was that nigga in high school. Where are you now? Right? This man is insecure about his age and his progress. He's the old motherfucker hating on all the young niggas. Y'all always hear me say it. This man hates his job and stays in the rat race. Why? Because he was prioritizing comforts in the present, right? So this probably isn't any of you guys right now, but it may have been a couple years ago. It was me a few years ago, right? But let's have an honest conversation, fellas. Avatar 2 might be you right now, right? Day to day. You wake up early Monday through Friday, right? You read, but only take notes sometimes, right? You do deep work when you're extremely motivated, right? You consume my content, Alex Shamosi content, Andrew Tate content, and say, oh, I'm productive, but you're coping, right? You take action sometimes. You track your macros sometimes. You weigh your food sometimes. You a sometimey motherfucker. You track your power list the day before the call would cry. You know what I'm saying? Your productivity depends on how you feel. On the weekends, oh, I just worked 40 hours. I gotta reset. Maybe you'll have just one drink won't hurt, cry. Holy fuck, I can watch the Super Bowl. Fuck. Might smoke, might sleep in, right? Might do the bare minimum and call it enough. Might watch 6 hours of Netflix with that shit, right? Might go out with the homies, right? Might talk on the phone about bullshit. But what does this leave Avatar 2? Right in the middle of the pack. Right in the middle of the pack. You're not a dweeb, but you know deep down you're not where you should be, right? You're not exceptional. And being in that middle of the pack bothers you psychologically. Brother, fellas, this was me for years. This was me for years. Like, I was in shape, was making 6 figures with my 9 to 5, and I'm like, bro, like I'm doing the bare minimum, right? And what did that leave me, fellas? I was living a life of what ifs. What if I would have invested in that mentorship? What if I would have went all in with my purpose? What if I wasn't with this chick right now? And then I regret life. And even worse, you start to resent the people that you chose over your purpose. You start to resent that chick. You start to resent that friendship, right? Because you're right in the middle of the pack. You're not a dweeb, but you're not a 1%er. You do what you want to do when you feel like it. You're taking normal amounts of action, but expecting exceptional results. That is Avatar 2, right? But we get into on the day-to-day, this motherfucker wakes up early and goes to sleep on time, right? He maximizes 59, 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. to maximize his purpose to be the man he has to be. He reads and takes notes. He has multiple opal blocks. He tracks his macros and weighs his food. This is probably the most important one. He is ruthless with saying no, right? He does not text back unless it's urgent. He follows his Google Calendar to a T. He logs his power list nightly on the weekends. He consistently sacrifices 28.5% of the year, 104 days, right? He still uses his power list and his Google Calendar to a T on the weekend. I know this is some of y'all because I done got on calls with y'all talked about it. You do it Monday through Friday. The weekend you fuck off, right? More inputs than during the week, right? You're doing more on the weekend because you realize you have more time. Why the fuck would I give my 9 to 5 40 hours when I got 16 free on the weekend and I'm bullshitting and not putting it back into me? What does this person do? They sacrifice going out. They sacrifice television. They sacrifice the friendships when needed. They sacrifice dating when needed, right? This is very painful, fellas. This sucks. This is miserable until you get used to it, literally, right? But what is this fruit, fellas? In the future, you are fulfilled. Right? In the future, you are extremely confident. Why? Because you got the proof. All confidence is proof, fellas. You just kept the promises you made to yourself, right? You are a man of power, right? You guys always hear me say you are a man that women want to be with and other men want to be like, right? You're checking every single seed. Cuckers, matures, character, cloutcast, combats, right? You're a man of wisdom. You're a leader. At this point, fellas, you can wake up and really do whatever the fuck you want to do because you're already exceptional. That's why I always tell you guys, brother, this is a phase. When I'm married with kids, fellas, I'm not going to be making 40-minute whiteboard videos. I can assure you. I'm going to be chilling with my daughter, right? But you have to go through a phase to be exceptional so I can get in that Urus with my daughter, right? Better than a fucking Nissan Altima like I used to have in fucking 2018, right? It's all an investment. The pain you choose to adopt now, fellas, will make you the man that you want to be in the future. Build your pain tolerance, fellas, until discomfort feels normal. There's all something in your life right now, fellas, that was uncomfortable when you first started doing it, but now it is normal. Tying your fucking shoe. For me, it was like making eggs. I kept burning my fucking eggs. Now it's normal, right? These group calls. My first one, I was a little nervous. Now it's not, right? Once the hard things become easy, fellas, jackpot. But the only way they become easy is to continually seek pain on an everyday basis. Pain is a fixed cost of becoming your 1% version of yourself. What do I mean by that? If I go outside in the rain, a fixed cost is getting wet. If I get in a car, a fixed cost is pushing the gas. If you want to be exceptional, a fixed cost is seeking pain. Not just when you want to, though. Every fucking day until you're the man you have to be, right? If you want what the 99% have, or if you want, did I fucking fuck up? If you want what the 99% do not have, you must be willing to do what the 99% will not do. It's time! Any questions regarding this, fellas? Or any general questions? Yeah, you crazy, man.
You're gonna rag on Nissan like that, huh? But you're right. You're right. That year sounds good.
Yeah, what you got for me, doggy?
Nothing, man. I'm just happy to be with you guys. It's I'm gonna come back soon, but it's just nice. I look forward to these calls. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's also kind of nerve-wracking too. Like I was talking real quick, guys, and then I'll shut up because I haven't blown up this chat. It's like I used to blow up his phone. I still blow up. Why just blow up his Instagram now? But what scares me is like I'm not Avatar 3, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not Avatar 1. Definitely I have more Avatar 2s, but I'm adopting Avatar 3s. But what I'm starting to notice is like like I'm cool with everybody, right? Like I'm cool and I get respect. No, I don't care about that respect shit, but like I'm focused, right? And I'm doing good at work. But what scares me is like once I get like Cry's body, because I still don't have it yet, right? And don't wait till you get older, my young ninjas. It gets hard, you know. And I'm making excuses. We can all do it, but that's what scares me is like once I get to that Avatar 3, I don't want to ingrain my brain to be like a dick. Well, I don't want to be a dickhead. I don't want to be. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You good? I think I get where you're going with this. But
Jada, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to be I don't want to be a jerk. I don't want to like because I'm just dismissing. Like I mind my own business. Like I got my headphones in, go to work, knock it out, go to the gym, come home, follow my meal plan, blah blah blah. It's gonna happen, right? And do my deep work. I can increase my deep work, but I get into this mode where I start to enjoy the trenches, right? Like being underground and like my gym is underneath my work, and it's like an underground garage, and it's like you get into this weird like Batman dumb shit, and it like pumps you up, and I listen to this crazy fucking psychotic music, and I'm like, oh, but I don't want to turn into Cry, and then it's like, all right, Ian, it's time to blossom like a flower, right? And but all I know is like, nah, dude, one little thing I don't like about you, fuck you, you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, I just don't want to turn into that. I don't want to turn into one of them bitter dudes, bro.
I got a couple of things to say to that. One, I don't preach that. I preach to always have high character and stand on morals and respect, right? So regardless of how much success you get, treat the CEO like you would a janitor. That should never change. That's part of getting to that Avatar 3. That's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is I'll put this link, Jada, to answer your question, the group call page and the link to this call will be posted in the group chat so you can see that Avatar 3. But I'll also will post a link to an Alex Hormozi podcast. I'm not sure if you guys seen it. He had a sit down with Tony Robbins, right? And it's part of what Alex Hormozi was struggling with is like exactly what you just said. Like he feels like he's unemotional. He's always in grind mode. He's always in the trenches, right? And I think that I need to maybe do a better job of this from my program standpoint, because I think when you're in the trenches, I always have y'all focus on the pain more so like what you're running away from, right? But I also want y'all to have clarity on the good of what you're running towards, right? So like, don't like understand I'm in the trenches, so I don't have to be. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you have to continuously remind yourself. When you remind yourself of that, you won't get cold because you know this is only temporary. Now, when you get there, it'll be an adaptability period. We're like, damn, I'm used to doing this deep work. I got to go chill with this sexy Latina. You know, you want one, doggy, right? It'll be an adjustment. That's like a fixed cost adjustment. But no, like we're working towards, fellas, that freedom. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sitting on $1 million a month and be working 12 hours a day. I don't know about y'all. I don't. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Ian? But if you give me good, I can't revert back to it before. What do you mean by that?
So like the reason why I click with you is because like, I don't talk to that fucking, my dad is an old bitter dweeb, but before he was kind of like Cry, he was a hard ass, right? Like military guy and all that shit. That's why I click with Cry. But what worries me also too, I know guys, and I'll stop and I'm done. And bro, please thank you for that link. If Cry gives me a little inch, pause, I'll take a mile. He'd be like, "Oh, nice job, bro." I'm like, all right, time to get some vodka, bro. We're gonna fucking go street race and do dumb shit.
You was doing that, doggy. You definitely was doing that.
So I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm just happy to be with you guys. But nah, if I can get that link, bro, I did not know that about Tony Robbins. I don't even like Tony Robbins, but I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got you. Talk to me, Gabe.
All right. So one thing that I was struggling with this weekend was pretty much like I was kind of like steering left from what I needed to be doing. I think really based off, so like, remember I told you I went to my mom's house. I had roast beef, yams, collard greens, you know what I'm saying? And that's because, well, not only because I liked it, but mainly because she cooked it ahead of time and I didn't want to tell her no. You know what I'm saying? And then like also with the Valentine's Day thing, like chilling with the shorty, like she like, oh, let's kick it tonight. And I'm like, it's Valentine's Day. Didn't want to tell her no. So what advice? I know you kind of covered it like before when we had our one-on-one, but like it was kind of heavy on my head today. I felt like it was more so like, dang, like you don't want to hurt other people's feelings or tell other people no. So you like not doing what you're supposed to do to please Then what? And then like, especially like it's your mom, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, doggy, on the call, I actually didn't get on your ass about that. I don't think you should, in that situation, it's okay. Like, don't turn down your mom food. That should do. It's one day. That's why we do calorie control. You'll be fine over the course of 12 weeks with that one specifically. The two that I was mad about was the chick and the Super Bowl incident, right? Those is two you got to say no to. Because over the course of 12 weeks, those yeses add up. And next thing you know, you got a 65% completion rate. And you're not the man you want to be. So how do you get over that? You have to understand a fixed cost of being the man you want to be is hurting people's feelings. I'd rather you hurt people's feelings and be the man you want to be than be a people pleaser and be a dweeb. That's just what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Mom is the exception, but everybody else, unfortunately, and the thing about it, if they can't understand it, that's not a chick you want to be around, one, and that's not a friend you want to be around. You know what I'm saying? If they can't understand that you making sacrifices to be the best version of yourself, why would you even want a friend or a chick like that? You know what I'm saying? Was that your girl?
Nah.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck? Tell her go out to you with another nigga.
I was curving her like the last 2 weekends. So she, I mean, it was Valentine's Day, so that added a little extra. I'm like, oh man, all right.
It's one of those things that compound, man. Like in that moment, it's not like that one day is not fucking you up, but the mom situation, the Super Bowl situation, and that you're totaling it. You know what I'm saying? It's becoming it's like building negative momentum. You know what I'm saying? Did that answer your question though? You're just gonna have to hurt people's feelings unless it's your mom.
Yeah, that was straightforward for real.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Great questions, y'all. What you got for me, Alex?
Yeah, nah, just to piggyback off of Ian, I definitely would consider myself probably Avatar 2. I feel like the hardest part for me, and we definitely used to talk about this back in 1A as well, is just the timeline, bro, and not getting so stuck on that phase of like, dang, how long is it going to take? Because I know for me personally, especially since we don't have our one-on-ones anymore specifically, kind of what you said, I could be locked in heavy on Monday through Friday. Like I'm good, bro. Maybe even for like a 3-week stretch or a 4-week stretch, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, it's like when the results, when you still in that 0 to 32 degrees, like it's still not hitting just yet. And you still are seeking pain, but you frustrated because you're getting that pain, but the results ain't really there yet. That's when I have those days where it's kind of like, dang, I low key do want to, slip a little bit or indulge in a little bit of dopamine because it's like I am seeking that pain on a day-to-day basis, but the results ain't really following it just yet. So I know for me, that's personally my problem because me and you done talked about like my financial goals and even content creation and all that. But I know for me, it's that frustration part that low key be getting to me and stopping me from getting the Avatar 3, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm gonna say this, like talk about now, but this actually happened when you was with me in the trenches, right? So if Alex is upset that he not there yet and he been putting in pain Monday through Friday, if he's truly upset, I'm pretty sure Alex wants to get there as fast as possible. But I'm trying to tell you, if you want to get there as fast as possible, you should channel that anger into maximizing the weekend. That's literally what you should do. I remember when you was with me, not to put you on the spot, you was around like a low 80s for about most of the program. Then you went through the situation with your chick. You got 7s like 3 weeks in a row. And then you got on another call with me. You was like, crap, why isn't it hitting yet? What's going on? I'm like, brother, you did everything I was supposed to do for only 21 days. Holy fuck. Right? I can't wait to the day like one of y'all get 100% and then y'all say, cry, I'm unsatisfied. I want a refund. I'm going to give you the refund. I'm be like, here. Because it's inevitable. If you control all controllables all the time, you'll speed it up. I promise you. And that's the hardest thing about all of this shit, though, what you're talking about. It's easier said than done. Like when you don't know when it's gonna hit you, you just don't know, bro. There's so many underlying factors. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. You just have to keep going. I know it's easier said than done, fellas, but like literally, if you don't quit, it will hit. That's it. If you just don't, whatever you want to accomplish in life, if I don't retire my mom this year, I know for a fact I will. You telling me if I don't keep getting better at getting y'all results and making YouTube videos, eventually it won't hit? It will. Maybe it won't hit in 222 days, but it will because I'm not going to quit. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to speed it up, doggy, you got to seek pain every day because then weekends add up. You have to. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Talk to me.
How do you stay and build up more confidence, even though, let's say, you're trying something and let's say you don't hit the mark? Like, how do you still keep that same confidence and even build off of it, even if you're not necessarily hitting the mark or you're missing?
Great question. You want to focus on input standards and input results instead of output standards and output results. So I'll give you an example general, and then I'll give you an example with what you're doing specifically, because I know why you're asking that. If my standard was to have bigger quads and weeks was going by and they wasn't getting bigger, but next week, maybe I got more failure reps on Bulgarian split squats, right? Or I went to the gym every day that week. Those are input standards and input results. That should build your confidence, because a month ago, you couldn't do that. You feel me? So with you specifically, maybe you was nervous when you first got on the interview. Now you're not. Maybe you was nervous to ask that question at the end. Now you ask it easily. Maybe you wasn't building rapport and just having a regular conversation like you knew the person. Maybe now you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to build off that. That's input standards and input results that you're getting. Even though they didn't offer you the job, you're getting better. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you that too from listening. Like, the first ever interview you did, and now you're 20 times better. You know, it just ain't hit yet. You went at 0 to 32. So your confidence should come from that. Like, I'm getting better.
Yeah. Like, I'm speaking from a perspective, like, I think you realized this from the first time up until now. It's just like confidence. So it's just trying to, like, some days you may feel more confident, and then sometimes, like, some small wrench may throw you off.
What wrench is throwing you off though?
No, it could be like overthinking or.
What do you overthink? If you're comfortable sharing.
It could be like a situation to where just like that other voice in your head say, like, just trying to jeopardize what you're trying to do. Like, for instance, you may not want to like try something or do something because you're afraid of, oh, if it doesn't work, oh, if I fail, oh, this. But then, like, you know, if I never even tried, then like you are automatically disqualify yourself out of even achieving that standard.
Well, you just answered that question yourself.
Yeah.
With that, you did. You know what I'm saying? What's worse, the pain of all I failed when you really didn't fail? The only time you fail is when you die, or damn, I didn't try. I'd rather approach that chick and she say no than be like, damn, I wonder what she would have said. You know what I'm saying? And just overall confidence, Corey, like, you're down 30 pounds. When you joined, brother, you didn't have that jawline. Now you do. Mm-hmm. You should be confident, doggy. You him.
Yeah. Nah, like, some days I feel more confident than other days. Yeah, probably like 40 now.
40?
Yeah.
Bro, you should like be confident with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you Corey, honestly, I know I'm probably harder. Like, you're one of the guys I'm probably the hardest on, like, since I started this, bro. Like, you've been putting in some work, bro, over the course of the last year. You've been with me 2 spans of 6 months. You down 40, got your jaw sharper than mine, doggy. You that guy. Now there's some other areas you want to be exceptional in that we working on, brother, but you got to be confident with that. Like, Corey, you are not when the first call, Corey, when you wanted to join. And that's what matters. That's the input standard and an input result, bro. You know
yeah, I look at it like just me putting up shots. Like, the more shots I put up, it's kind of like Stephen Curry. Like, when you see him play, he makes shit look hella easy. So if I know if I keep putting up these shots, I'm gonna get better.
Facts.
Sorry, Irving.
Facts. I couldn't agree more. Anybody else, man? Talk to me. Nobody? My brother Keegan joined late.
Hold on,
So
I got
good.
a question. Hold on.
All right, Doug, you got a 1 question limit, Doug.
It's a 1 question limit, bro. You know I got unlimited
Yeah,
questions.
Doug.
All right, so I typed in the chat. It was about the subtraction and my fault. In addition, on that, what do you have on your end? Like, what has you subtracted and added in your adventures?
That's a good question, bro. For subtraction, it's definitely scrolling. Like, if I don't get 45 minutes less on social media, I'm a dweeb. Like, that's the number one. Like, every day I wake up thinking about it, obsessing over it. Because I know when I do that, I'm literally like Thanos with this shit, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the subtraction. The addition, I want to say these group calls, but not really, bro, because these have ended up being my favorite things week to week.
Yeah.
Addition, probably like the cardio of boxing. Like today, I wish I'm gonna put it on the next vlog, but like today, bro,
Mm.
I was fucked. Like, I'm in shape, bro, but like to box or to do any form of martial arts, you have to be in a whole different realm of in shape. And I'm in terrible shape to that standard. So I would say that's my hardest addition. Like, I dread going most days now, but you got to seek pain and hate happiness to be the man you want to be.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say, yeah, scrolling and boxing for me.
What my fault. Keep going.
No, go ahead, doggy.
You know me, I'm gonna keep asking questions. Keep going.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. What benefits you had in boxing? Like what like is it the cardio aspect that you felt, or is it just like the other just exercising itself? What aspect of boxing do you really feel that benefited you?
It's so many benefits, bro. I'll give you the surface level benefits first. So like 1% of men never been in a fight or can't fight, or 99% of men. So you already separating yourself from that aspect, right? Two, it's very, very attractive to women, bro. Like extremely, right? That's the surface level stuff. The deeper level stuff is that like I'm a dweeb with it, right? So it's like sometimes like I tell you guys stuff and I'm experiencing that with boxing, right? So like like when I started boxing, I had to go to this doctor for my hips and he had to give me these stretches. And he said, I have to do these stretches every day. And my first week, I went 0 for 7. I didn't do them every day. I lost the power to stretches. And it was a full circle moment because I'm like, damn, like I'll be calling y'all dudes, y'all first week, look at me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm a dweeb all over again, right? But it's like once I perfected, like to me, I think I perfected the gym. Like I will never lose my physique. I don't think I perfected getting y'all results. I don't think I perfected YouTube. I think I'm pretty good at it, but I haven't perfected it. But once I'll just get badges. I'll perfect the YouTube. I'll perfect the Systems 1% Academy. I'll perfect the boxing. And then it's just confidence. It's proof. Like I feel like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? Jada to do public speaking at schools. Maybe that's not something I want to do right now, but maybe it is. And I'll be again. You know what I'm saying? It's fun, bro. You know?
Yeah.
Being a dweeb again, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Talk to me, Dewey.
Another thing, because I train MMA as well, I started a while ago, is that all men, if you don't know how to fight, you walk around with a little bit of an insecurity that, you know, if shit got down, you don't know the result, right? You maybe think you would win, but you don't know. And once you learn how to fight, it gives you like this piece that you didn't know you were missing, right? And the only way, if some of y'all have trained before, you know this, the only way you get that piece is if you get in the ring or get your ass beat a little bit. Not actually, but like get tapped out in jiu-jitsu or, you know, get beat in Muay Thai or something like that. And so I'm telling y'all, probably the best, the most transformative single thing that I've ever done in my self-development journey is going to be just go to a MMA gym and just try it out.
Now peep this, right? So I tried that, right? So when you go walk into a gym, do you like start sparring people just out the blue, or you just go there, build connections first, and then you start sparring people, or do you just like sign yourself up for a fight?
So the coach should be responsible for guiding you in this decision. Like a good gym will have a beginner learn how to fight first. The coach should pair you with someone who actually knows what they're doing so they can guide you through the process. But I mean, if the coach doesn't do that, which it seems like in this situation, you got to kind of, you know, see who knows what they're doing, see who seems like a good vibe, who's well trained. Talk to them, being like, it's my first time. You got any recommendations? Can you spar with me a little bit? And the more experienced they are, the better. Trust me. Like if they look like a really good fighter, you want to go with them because they know self-control, they know discipline, etc. So I would definitely communicate with the guys that are there. But definitely don't go right into the ringer because you might have a bad experience that might make you not want to go back.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I might stream my first spar on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to. You got to.
I got to. Any other questions, fellas? We stand here all night. If nobody got a question,
I think it's my turn again.
None.
Shit.
If nobody got a question, you got one more, doggy. Go ahead, talk to me.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? So, we all know how big personal branding is, all that. So, for you, I know you built like a personal brand around you. Have you seen like a personal brand built around a business and actually be successful with it? Like, usually I see like it would be just small businesses, but it wouldn't be like the business itself would get traction because it's the business. It's not actually because of social media. Have you seen really any traction from a business? Damn, what am I trying to say? Damn, now,
I
shit.
think you kind of
Okay, hold on.
That's a brand, doggy. That's not a personal brand. So you're saying like Walmart or like T. Henley or like Target, like those are they can't have like they can't make like a YouTube vlog or like do a group call or like I don't know.
Yeah.
But they can still build a brand though because of like their name, if that makes sense.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna you know what, Jada, go ahead, answer that if you got something. Jada.
Well, I mean, my first question for you, bro, would be, I guess, like, what is the business?
You asking me? Oh, my fault.
What business?
I mean, yeah, it's you. You got the question.
My fault. All right, so pretty much what my mind is dead set on is pretty much just things on reselling, right? So pretty much, I don't know if anybody knows about Whatnot or something like that, but Whatnot
What do you want to
like,
resell? You want to resell
so,
anything similar to Whatnot or something specific?
specifically appliances and big brands such as Nike. So appliances, kitchen appliances and laundries, like washers, stuff like that, and just pretty much appliances and clothes.
Okay, so just so that I can make sure I have clarity around this, you're wanting to know how do you build a brand around those products while also utilizing, your own likeness, your own personality, or how do you build a brand and take yourself out of it? I want to make sure I'm answering your question properly.
That's a good question. Pretty much the first one, honestly, the first one.
Okay, so you're wanting to build this brand around these products and you're wanting to include your personality in it, correct?
Correct.
That's
okay,
easy.
That's extremely easy. Like that is simply, and you can also shoot me a message or whatever in school. I'll give you my number and we can talk about it further. But that right there is as simple as getting these products, taking people through the process of how you're actually building this business. People are interested in the behind the scenes. The people are interested in the how to. People are no longer interested in those that start at the top and then try to teach them how to get to it. They want to work with people that are going through the process. So first things first, start to show people that. I would say the next piece of the puzzle is, let's say that you have a specific kitchen appliance. If you have a personality that is attractive to people, that is as simple as you having that product there and then you being like, you be seeing those dudes like the barbers who be like, ooh, spice bomb, put it on his forehead.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would do something similar to that, except you're utilizing the products that you are marketing. But I will tell you, I don't really understand the correlation between you wanting to sell clothes and appliances. That actually seems a bit crazy. And I don't think that you're going to attract the same target audiences at all. So you need to pick one.
That's what I told. You telling him what I told him. He know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm like clothes. Like you're trying to send me a washer and dryer and a pair of Nikes. Like,
the
what are we
thing
doing?
is, yeah, you're right. But the thing is, right, what I wanted to have is different channels, like certain, like pretty much, my fault. Pretty much, right? It's a big. I'll figure it out. But just pretty much have a big warehouse, right? A certain section with live selling, like have employees for live selling. Then a certain section for listings for like clothing. And like pretty much fast movers and high ticket stuff and low ticket stuff. So I'm mixing all that. And the fast movers will go like a certain section, and like the stuff that stays will go to a certain section. So it's like it can be done. It's just, you got
All right, let me say this. Let me say this. If you,
Yeah, talk to me.
you're thinking too deep into it, doggy. Like you're
Way
the,
too deep.
you're the personal brand. Like you are that. So like your YouTube channel can be Douglas Laws, and you can have multiple vids about both of those. Like you are the brand. Like Kim Kardashian, LeBron plays for the Lakers. He has the Lobos Hennessy. He has the HBO show, but it's still King James. You know what I'm saying? So like document your journey with all of those. Remember how I told you in the modules, journey and authority.
Yeah.
You don't got to separate the two. It's literally you.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing, right? So I've been recording, right?
Yeah.
And y'all went through that, right? But holy shit, is that uncomfortable? Like, it's the most uncomfortable shit I ever experienced in my life, right? So dealing with that, right? You're supposed to, you feel what I'm saying? Go through it and all that, right? Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, what period, like, did it get better for you once you got the reps in, or did it get better once you seen results?
Reps.
Just the reps.
For me,
okay.
A lot of people would disagree with that.
I agree.
For me, you would agree with reps or views?
Reps.
Yeah. Like record a video every day for 100 days, then come talk to me. I bet you're gonna be saying the same thing.
Okay.
It's literally like tying your shoe, having sex, driving. You probably sucked at all of them your first time, and it was extremely uncomfortable. But the more you did it, the more comfortable you got. And that's like piggybacking on like what I told Corey, input standard and input result. When I was in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I was like, damn, like, yeah, this didn't get a lot of views, but like, I just made a whiteboard vid. That felt kind of different, but it was uncomfortable. But holy shit, I never did that before. Then I did a 10-minute one. Then I did a 15-minute one. I wish I would have recorded when I made a 15-minute one. I thought I was him. Like, I thought niggas couldn't fuck with me. I'm like, man, I'm cooking, right? Then first one I ever did, it was the hour one, the 5 books that changed my life. My first hour one, it took everything out of me. Now I can do an hour vid and in my sleep. But why? Reps. And that's what the whole process. While you're up there, scripting, editing. Now I can edit very, very fast. I can script very, very fast. It took me 45 minutes to prepare for this group call. My first one, it took me 2 hours. Quick. That's another thing I didn't speak about today. When your AMC gets bigger, your speed of adaptation gets faster, right? So I started boxing the same time as this other dude. I literally see him every day. And like, he's an in-shape dude. He's a firefighter, but I'm way fat. I'm just better than him because I'm adapting faster because I've been through the trenches with gym and YouTube before. So it's like, I just got to pay attention to the detail. I just got to seek more pain with this. Even I take it to, like, fellas, I take notes of every session and study the notes. Like, maybe he's not doing that. You feel me? So I learned that from YouTube and the gym now. You feel me? So like you just gotta get the reps in, bro. Volume negates luck. Volume. That's why, like, I tell y'all to do a video a day for that reason. And you'll get in the algorithm, but it's really the reps. That's the main reason. You know? But all right, fellas.
Hold on. One more.
Go ahead. Doug, this is the last one for real, dog.
Last one, I promise. I swear to God. I swear to everything, right? All right, so what I'm trying to do, it involves live selling. Where in the world do you get reps with live selling? Like, how do you rehearse that? Something like that. How do you rehearse live selling? Because I know for the first few shows that I do, right, it's going, you feel me, not expecting shit, right? So, but it's going to be promoted. So I got to, like, perform because people are going to see it. So how do you rehearse live selling to somebody? Like, do I just put my girl up and be like, hey, I'm trying, you feel what I'm saying? Like, what?
Literally.
I don't know. Any ideas? Talk to me.
Literally. Yeah. You literally find people around you and perform it to them, or set up that motherfucking camera and perform it to the camera and get better. Literally. It's just reps. You have to do it. That's the only way.
Reps.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in the trenches preparing for interviews, I used to screenshot the motherfuckers' faces that I was interviewing with and put them on my screen and do the interview flows. So it was like I was talking to them.
Yeah.
You have to be extreme with shit, bro. That's like, if you want to be great and speed up shit, you got to be a little bit extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, Doug, I feel like if I had a gun in your head and like You gotta be great at this event and have no fuck ups. You wouldn't even ask that question. You would have just been practicing it. You would have been finding motherfuckers off the street like, hey, I'll pay you $10. Can I just perform this for you? That's the sense of urgency you gotta move with.
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? If you really want to be present with that live session, you will find a way. Sometimes you just gotta find a fucking way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, doggies. Any other questions outside of Doug?
Yo, I got one real quick.
Who is it? Who got one?
It's
Yeah,
Keegan.
I got one.
Talk to me, Keegan.
Yeah, I was just wondering, why'd you change the video title from "If you watch the Super Bowl, you're gay" to "Beta"?
Because I thought that it was gonna get flagged. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna get flagged, so I switched it. I switched it 3 times. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause it was my third time going through it yesterday. Because I think that's one of your best videos. And I don't even watch sports or football. I used to watch football, but like, that's a fucking good video, man. Especially when you pan the camera from like when you say you're in the stands, and then you go to the field. Like, fuck, dude. That was a good one.
Thank you. Hey, Keegan mean that, fella, because he told me that on the one-on-one call too.
Yeah, I just figured I'd say that again.
I appreciate it, man. Another thing, to piggyback on what Keegan just said for you, Doug, and when I made that video, I thought it was just okay. Right? I thought it was just okay. So sometimes you'll think vids are okay, but let your audience do the thinking. Keegan just said that was one of my best vids. And to me, it was just all right.
I got a question on that for you real quick, bro. Like when you made that title, did you know that was going to get people to click? Like, was you like considering the topic that's what's going on? This is going to get a lot of traction, or you ain't even really think about it like that?
I thought that was actually a bad title. Not because I was calling people gay, but because there was no like cliffhanger in it. Like, it wasn't like, here's why if you watch the Super Bowl, you gay, or give me 58 minutes to explain why you're gay if you watch the Super Bowl. I thought it was just okay, you know.
You get any hate for it?
Huh?
You got any hate for it? Like people in the comments? Because I know that's a different type of title.
Instagram, it went viral. Yeah, Instagram it did. Not YouTube though. But yeah, I think it was definitely some thought behind it. But once I put it up, I'm like, damn, this could have been better. If that answers your question, yeah. But you got to put thought behind everything, fellas, when it comes to content creation on YouTube. I know all y'all not. Most of y'all is doing content creation on YouTube, but you all of your controllables, you got to treat every vid like it's a game winner with your intros, your thumbnails, and your titles. Every single one matters.
Hey, so much. No, I had to ask a question still.
Talk to me, today.
Hey, so one thing I think, like with the subtraction, I would say, like personally, so recently I had a job I had to turn down because I was like, cool, let me lock in on my purpose. Mm-hmm. But the problem recently has been, so I had a video that did decent good. So like I've gone into like over analyzing the video. So I've realized that like my input, like on an input standpoint, I would say I've reduced it because every video I was trying to like replicate the exact same template that I used for the video that actually did good. But for that specific video, I edited like it takes way longer for me to edit like that. And I've been split between decent volume and just spamming out content. So I don't like I feel like I've been in my head very, very much on that specific thing. So like I'm like, what do I do?
The vid that did good, why do you think it did good?
I think pretty much like last time you told me, you were like it had women in the title, it had sex in the thumbnail. I think it was the video title was How to Attract Women So Fast It Feels Illegal. And the thumbnail was sex appeal, if you remember. Yep. So I looked at I think one of the reasons why I did good was what do you call this stuff, like retention, so viewer retention. And whenever I was making videos like every single day, I tend to realize that. Yeah, that video.
Right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I told you this on the call, but I'm not sure if you remember. The thing about it, great, you don't really know it could have been those things that I said, but when you're early, you don't really know why it did well. It could be because of the sex appeal, right? It could be because of the certain caps lock that you had in the title. It could be of how you performed in the video, the environment you were in, the intro, right? It could be the time that you posted it, maybe a certain SEO word, maybe women was trending on Google. You don't know, right? So the thing you want to do is capitalize on all of these things. Firstly. Secondly, think outside the box, right? Maybe this did well because sex is just a very like kind of popular topic for men, like overall, like we're driven by sex, right? So like, why don't you think, okay, let me maybe talk about porn, right? Or maybe talk about weed addiction or alcohol, something that's very painful and oriented that men struggle with. Like and this is something I just learned on a call with John Mark. Some of my videos were going viral, doing well, and I didn't know why. I thought it was the same thing as you. Like, was it the title? Was it the environment? Was my energy? And all of the underlying factors was sacrifice. I had a reel go viral that said, if you club on New Year's, you're a dweeb. But it was sacrifice. I was telling people, if you can't want 2025 to be your year if you're clubbing on New Year's. Then I had another one say, if you play video games, you're a dweeb. It was sacrifice was the underlying factor. Then I had another one. It was, if you watch a Super Bowl, you're gay. Sacrifice was the underlying factor, right? So sometimes when you get more reps, you'll realize the underlying factor. So I wouldn't overthink it, doggy. I would just double down on everything you did in this vid. The fit, the intro, the energy, the title style, the thumbnail style. Go on all those intervals, doggy, and disconnect from it once it's posted. We live in a realm of content creation. You're only good as what you just did. So like once it's posted, focus on the next video, making it good. It doesn't matter anymore.
No,
That's so.
I definitely do understand that, but like the problem I would say I've had is like even with regards to before I actually proceed to what I wanted to say, like one thing I also wanted to pinpoint about all the videos you actually did that did good was controversy. You spoke about topics that had very, very high controversy. So that was, I think you've talked about it on your story before, but one thing I would say I struggle with is I double down on like the recent videos I had, like I'll say like the last few, I doubled down. I was trying to like replicate the same thing, but like it did not work. It's not the same.
That's what I'm saying, doggy. It's too early to. We don't know what worked. It's too early.
Yes.
You got I mean, it says 400 videos, but I can tell you right, like it's factoring in the YouTube short. So just while you would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. You only got 40 vids, brother. It's not enough to know this is why this vid did well.
Gotcha.
You know, like I'm at the same stage you're at with getting clients though. So like I'm thinking like, damn, was it this vid that got me these clients this week? Was it that vid? I don't really know right now. So I have to double down on everything. Maybe 2 years I'll know. Like I have an idea, but I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep getting reps and double down on everything. It's too early, doggy. It's basically the thesis.
Pretty much. And I think we're doubling down everything. I think the volume would also be essential, right? So to negate
I had you a video a day your last week, and I told you just because you leave 1% Academy, don't stop. And I'm looking right now, and you stop, doggy.
Bro, I can't. I stopped because one video was taking 3 days to edit. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But hey, don't worry.
I was one video taking 3 days to edit when you was with me doing a video a day.
Because that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Like when I was with you, the only thing I would focus on would be the hook. But the problem is like after like a minute, people just click off. Like when I look at the analysis, however, like with these videos, I realize good and fine, people are now watching a little bit more. But the problem is it's still doing pretty. It's just doing in my opinion. But,
so you're saying that you put in more effort in now versus when you was with me?
I would say for one video has more efforts, but with the call, I think I'm gonna stop doing that. That's what I'm just trying to say. Like with this whole call and knowing that volume is meant to negate luck, and the editing on its own, like my neck is cooked, my elbow is cooked, like a lot of things are cooked.
Hey, let me give everybody a thesis. One thing about Great, he'll complain, but he do the work. So y'all hearing him complain like, damn, is he being a dweeb? He not. He really be in the trenches. He be working. But Great, like I tell you on every call, brother, that you're lit. That's 1% stress. You feel me? Great. You told me you wanted to make 30K a month. I tell you right now, brother, it's a lot of fucking work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got you. I got you. I got
That's
you.
a video a day, dog, and start seeking pain and hating happiness.
Say no more.
All right. Anybody else, man? I love y'all. All right, fellas. Well, if y'all don't got nothing, man, I'll see y'all next Wednesday, man. Y'all got any topics, put it in the comments when I post this group call, man. But I love y'all boys, man. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.